I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. First they sleeping on us, so now we causing problems. Wake up in the morning, another day, another dollar. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. First they sleeping on us, so now we causing problems. Wake up in the morning, another day, another dollar. Stepped up in the club, I saw some niggas with some lame shit. If they wanna war, then we can put them boys on gameplay. Cause they know I'm leaving with more bitches than I came with. Yeah, I know they hating cause they know I'm almost famous. Saw me out with his main bitch. Yeah, she got that gray head. Fuck the brains out there, and I told that nigga that she brain dead. Middle fingers is up, any bitch can get this bomb. This Lil Ron from YNC, you know I always rep my squad. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. First they sleeping on us, so now we causing problems. Wake up in the morning, another day, another dollar. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. First they sleeping on us, so now we causing problems. Wake up in the morning, another day, another dollar. I want the green like I'm Rondo, smashing this chick in the condo, eating it up like some nachos. Count it up, I'm the head honcho. You don't want beef, pussy boy, cause that's a whole different motherfucking combo. 32 is motherfucking tempo. You would think we on South Central. Get popped like a pimple, she gon' blow like a whistle. Hey, I can't trust a soul, so it's me and my pistol. Can't leave the house without my cake. This chick ain't one and I'm the steak. She got me in my feelings, so I'm singing like I'm Drake. I'm about it, bitch, you can see it in my face. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. First they sleeping on us, so now we causing problems. Wake up in the morning, another day, another dollar. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. First they sleeping on us, so now we causing problems. Wake up in the morning, another day, another dollar.
I don't talk about it, I just be about it. Don't believe me, see about it. I'm so low-key G about it. While I'm flipping, tipping foes, peeping haters, peeping foes. Mine always on the money, that's the only thing I know. I don't talk about it, I just make it happy. First album, multi-plat, nigga, post my John. I don't talk about it, I just make it happen. First album, multi-plat, post my John. Money tree.
I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. First they sleeping on us, so now we causing problems. Wake up in the morning, another day, another dollar. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. I'm about it, I'm about it, I'm about it. First they sleeping on us, so now we causing problems. Wake up in the morning, another day, another dollar.
Hey, we got the 1 minute countdown, the 1 minute countdown, the 1 minute countdown.
Imagine a world where children run free. Doesn't matter the skin tone, doesn't matter the pedigree. A black child in a white neighborhood, playing free, no police checking where they should be.
Let me tell you something. This is true. This is true. We got our hands up, they still gon' shoot. This is true. This is true. This is true. This is true. We got our hands up, they still gon' shoot.
Hey, guys, I know you vibing, but the 6 o'clock hour is nigh. And while the news is on, I want to bring you a little bit less anxiety because there's a lot going on. And really, I don't even think I want to watch the news anymore until Wednesday, November 11th, not even November 4th. I'm just saying. But this evening, I am elated to have with me Josh from YNC. Now, he gonna talk to you all about YNC. He gonna give you the real deal about a lot of things because this gentleman is not just an artist. He is on the executive side of things. And because he's on the executive side of things, he understands the total package as it relates to the industry. So as we talk with the gentleman today, I want you to listen. And I want you to listen with your eyes and your ears. Listen with your eyes and your ears. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Josh from YNC.
Hey, I appreciate that introduction right there. For real, that was love.
Absolutely. Well, look, Josh, one thing about it, I believe in paying homage to those who are paving the way for independent artists. And you have, and I don't want to tell your story because only you can tell your story, but I have to say this. You have taken people that probably wouldn't even thought of going to other places and made sure that they were in a position to move. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, let's talk about who Josh from YNC is first, and then we'll talk about all the other things you're doing. So Josh, take the floor and tell everybody who you are.
Well, Josh from YNC is, like you said, a kid from Wheeling, West Virginia, small town, literally a small town. We don't really have no record labels. We don't have nothing industry quality. You know what I'm saying? We got to go to New York. We got to go to Atlanta, like where you're at. We got to go to Miami. We got to go to LA, wherever, all the big markets where everybody goes to. We don't really have the platform. So I said, I'm going to wake up one day and I said, I'm going to bring it here like it's Atlanta, like it's LA, like it's New York, like it's Miami. And then that's what I did, honestly. That's how it happened.
Josh, you have stolen the show, though. And when I say stolen, I say that with the utmost respect because the way you did it, you didn't steal it by taking anything. You literally picked up something and said, you know what? It was laying there. Nobody claimed it. So it's mine now, and I'm going to take someone else's trash and turn it into a treasure. And that's what you've done. So, Josh, now let's really get to the nitty-gritty of it. Who is Josh as an artist, though?
Josh as an artist is somebody that wrote about pain with my grandfather's death and my grandma's death and stuff like that. So, I was into sports my whole life. That's what I did. Mm-hmm. I was in every single sport you can name. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, it's just like my grandfather wasn't at the games anymore. My grandma wasn't. So it's like, I'm like, do I really have the love for it anymore like I want? And, I'm in high school. I'm a kid out of high school, It's my senior year. So it's like it's my prime time year. It's my year to shine. My grandfather passed and the rest is history. Then I became a music artist. I used to rap on the school buses on the way to the baseball games. And I used to rap on the, in the hallways, in the lunch lines. Wherever I could rap, somebody's going to throw on a beat or not a beat, and I was just going to rap it. So that's pretty much how it happened. I was just a young kid with a dream, and coming from Wheeling, that it's like I was just dreaming. It wasn't reality because when it comes to the hip-hop scene, in the whole state of West Virginia, there isn't really celebrities in that lane. There's country artists that made it, several. So I think that's where the ambition, the drive, the motivation, and the dedication came from.
And that is why you are Josh from YNC. And you are that celebrity, and you're going to walk in it and you're going to claim it because that's who you are. And you are opening doors for so many people. And one of the things I just heard you say was that, without saying it, was that music is you and you are music. And even though you were an athlete, that music was there anyway.
Yeah, it was.
So what would you say to someone who says, leave that music stuff alone, just go do something else? What would you say? Because I know you hear people say it all the time to their loved ones.
Yeah, honestly, my grandfather was that. my pap always told me, he's like, you're a baseball player, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna make it in the major leagues. You know, that was what he wanted me to do. And unfortunately, you know, his death had took me a different route. It took me a different direction. It took me somewhere real dark. It took me to write raps about what I was going through, my pain, my struggle, you know, the sacrifice. And, you know, I'm giving up my career, my first love career that I loved. I gave that up because I couldn't do it no more. He didn't see me on the field. I wasn't looking over and I seen him yelling for me, or I see his face, you know, so it really hurt me.
I got you. And you know what? It's so interesting that you're from a small town. And I say that because I'm from a small town. And it was the same way in the small town I grew up in. You know, people expect you to do certain things because of where you grow up, and possibly because of the family that you grow up in. You're supposed to do certain things. But there comes a time when we all have to step away and do what's here.
Yeah.
And do what's here. And I'm so grateful that you were able to turn your pain into passion. And I'm so glad, because I know that your pap today, he proud of you, because he probably like, I knew that boy was gonna do something good. I knew it was.
Yeah.
All right. So, Wheeling, West Virginia, baseball player turned artist. But then, Josh, a little birdie told me something happened. And you wound up on a major network. Let's talk about that transition. How did that happen?
Oh, which one?
Well, first of all, BET.
Okay, the BET. The BET actually happened. It was crazy. I shot a music video in my hometown, Wheeling, right downtown Wheeling, with Mike Jones. You know what I'm saying? The legendary Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of my people came out, a lot of my fans, a lot of my family, you know, a lot of my supporters, and we did it big. You know, we had the drones flying over the whole area, and
like
big
only
cameras out. Yeah, so, you know, and we performed actually at the Ohio Valley Hip Hop Awards. So that was later on that night. Then we had an after party after that and performed too. So it's like we had several shows in one night and shot a video for BET and MTV all in one day. It was crazy. So that's how we pretty much managed that, having that happen. And it was just a blessing, you know. Next thing you know, probably 2 months later, once it got edited and, you know, stuff like that, it goes on BET Jams, TV Jams, BET Soul, Music Choice. It just goes everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, it's crazy.
You went viral.
Right. And you know what's crazy? It's like, I was just, you know what I mean? Like, just no matter what I'm doing or where I come from or what I've been through, just being humble. Staying humble is the key.
Yes. Wow. Guys, if you're just checking in, you are talking to Josh from YNC. Now, he told you a little bit about his past, and we're talking about his past, present. But now we're going to come to the present and talk about the future, because what you don't know, Josh is not just an athlete. He's not just an artist, but Joshua is something like an exec. And you need to understand what he got going on. So, Josh, tell the children what you got coming up in November.
Well, I got some crazy things in November. You know, I'm actually in a movie called A-Town the Movie. A-Town, the celebrity viral kid that went super viral, super crazy all over the internet. He took the internet by storm for years, you know? So that had happened, and I had a main role. Not only that, I was a co-executive in that. So, you know, I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Like, so my name was Bradley in the movie, which it's coming out November 6th at the Penn Hills Movie Theater in Pittsburgh, PA. So it'll be in the theaters. Everybody could come to the premiere.
Shout out Pittsburgh. Shout out to Pittsburgh.
Yeah. So, you know, my name's Bradley in the movie. I'm a CEO, cocky person, you know, But I'm not like that in real life. But
Nope.
you know, when you see it, you're gonna be like, wow, like he could really act.
And I am, and you know what? It's so interesting because I don't want to cross my fingers because the circumstances aren't the best, but I may be in Pittsburgh. I don't know yet. Definitely don't want to have to be in Pittsburgh, but I might be there around that time. So we definitely will support and hype everything up and get it rocking and rolling. And shout out to the cast. Shout out to the cast because y'all have a dope cast, and I'm so excited to see what's on the way. But Josh, that's not it. Because I feel like you have some things coming up that can help independent artists get discovered, potentially get signed or get put in a position to get signed, but also you do some artist development things. So, Josh, tell us a little bit about November 14th and November 21st.
It's actually November 13th. Now you good. It's actually November 13th.
Okay.
It's with my bro JoJo Simmons. I'm his official PR. Myself and my bro Curl. How we got that position was crazy too. You know, so that's a whole nother story. But November 13th, we're giving back to the independent artists, people that never had platforms, people that never had a chance to really showcase themselves the right way. You know, JoJo's looking to put some people on his team, you know, potentially sign them, but potentially work with them. Just depends how it goes. Depends if people got a fan base. You know how it goes. Depends if people are bringing
if you have a budget
to the table.
Please,
if you have a budget, most definitely. That's the biggest thing.
Josh, can you know what, Josh? I do want to talk about what you're doing, but Josh, can you please speak to the importance of investing in yourself? Because a lot of independent artists don't understand it takes money to make money, and you cannot expect anybody to take you seriously. I hate to say it when you come into them talking about you got $150 a month for a budget.
Yeah, nah, it ain't gonna happen for you. I don't want to kill nobody's dreams because I'm like the least person that will ever try to kill nobody's dreams. But what I will say, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of knowledge, is you could smoke weed, you could drink 24/7. You know, look how much money you're spending just in that alone. Okay, that's not including whatever else you're doing on the side. If you're going to the strip club, whatever else you're trying to do, you throwing all this money, but then you look back into the budget of your career and you're like, damn, I ain't put out barely no money this month. You get what I'm saying? So you got to understand what you want to do. Do you want it for the fame, or you trying to get rich off this?
All I'm going to say is drop the mic, because that's all. Maybe it'll be different coming from you, because when I say it, I get called bees, I get hung up on, you know, you never hear, but it's real. And I think that that's very important. And shout out to you, shout out to JoJo, and definitely JoJo, you coming next. We got you coming because we need you to talk to the children for real as well. And definitely respect him. And absolutely kudos to you. He has the best PR ever. I think you are magnificent. You truly take pride in what you do. And so I am so happy. But you got that on the 13th, but then you got Young LA working on a project with you the next week.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the toy drive actually in the Ohio Valley where I'm from. We're doing a toy drive for the kids, giving back for Christmas this year because, you know, especially the struggle and the COVID, a lot of families ain't going to be able to afford it. So that's what we want to do. We want to give back. It's in Martins Ferry, Ohio at Blazing Fun. So it's going to be from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. November 21st. You know, of course, my bro Young LA's coming to perform. I'm going to perform. I got some other people, other special guests going to be in the building. We have the news behind it. We have the radio behind it. You know, we just need the whole community to come out. Everybody to come out and get behind this.
And you know what, Josh? Let people know how they can support, even if they can't physically be there. How can they get a donation to you?
Yeah, all they have to do is DM me at JoshfromYNC on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, Joshua Hetherington, like, you know, and I'll send you the link to where you could donate personally. We have an Amazon link to where you could go on there. You could buy toys, you know, they'll ship it to me and I'll be able to give them off. But we're screening families. So, you know, not everybody that comes to the event is going to get a toy, but we're screening families that actually need it.
Process. You know what, Josh? Absolutely. Oh, wow. Guys, once again, if y'all just checking in, this is Josh from YNC, and there are not enough hours in the day to sit down with this gentleman and truly be able to understand, you know, who he is, what he's doing, where he came from, but not only that, where he's going. He has a lot of projects coming up. Please, please, please make sure you check him out on Instagram, Josh from YNC. He's not just an artist. He is truly a philanthropist. And if you don't know what the definition of philanthropist is, please pull out Webster's.
I appreciate it. And then after the toy drive, we're doing an after party at Karen's Pub. It's in Wheeling, West Virginia. Young LA is going to perform. We're going to do a showcase for the independent artists. Anybody want to perform, make sure you get down with me. We'll put you on the bill. We'll get you a flyer. We'll get you to promote, and we'll get you to go crazy on stage.
That's what's up, Josh. So, Josh, you've given so much knowledge out today, and personally, I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank you for your love and support for my platform and the things that I have going on. And please know, whatever we can do for you, whether it's Sanaj Consulting or whether it's Skyfall Records or whether it's Independently Dope 104, ID 104 Radio, which is launching in January 2021, please let us know, because we love you and we support your platform. For real, for real.
Same thing. I appreciate you too. And anything you need, all you got to do, you know, we're one phone call away. So
absolutely, absolutely. iPhones forever.
Yeah. And then, you know, I seen you on the red carpet. Hold on. I feel like I'm going to interview you now. I seen you on the red carpet at the Atlanta Hip Hop Awards interviewing all these people. You know, I was supposed to be out there, and then I had another show. That's what happened.
I got you.
That's why I didn't come out there, because I had another event. But
that's all right.
Bro, Young LA, he took an award home.
Yeah, but don't play with me, because, you know, I will pull up. I will pull up in Wheeling. Well, not literally pull up. I'll fly in. I'll pull up. So just watch. You never know. You never know what I got up my sleeve.
Okay.
But Josh, for real, I appreciate it. And I want you to take us out. I want you to take us out with any words of wisdom that you have for the industry as a whole.
I just want to tell everybody that it is going to be a bumpy road, no matter what you do, whether you first start, whether you're in the middle, or whether you're at the top, because it's lonely. But just know, never give up. Sometimes you're going to have to make sacrifices. And what I mean by that is not literally sleeping in the car to make sacrifices, because I did that before when I didn't have no money. I was broke back in the day. I was trying to make it. I was trying to do whatever it takes. And I spent my last dollar in gas just to get to my destination. And I slept in my own car. Yes, I did. But I'm not talking about that physically. I'm talking about just don't be afraid to put your other stuff aside, as far as going to the strip club, going out with your friends, buying bottles, smoking weed, doing this and doing that. Put that to the side. And when you do get it, you can flex. Until then, sacrifices. You got to make them sacrifices.
Sacrifices. And guys, you have been tuned in to the Friday Finesse with Josh from YNC. And what's understood does not need to be explained. And the information that he's giving you and the jewels that he's dropped, he needs no benediction, because he is the benediction. Guys, have a great evening.